What's going on, guys? This is SRW3 here, also known as Steven. And this is kind of a video that I wanted to make for a while now. And there are a bunch of different topics that I want to cover today. But first, I'm going to kind of explain my motivation for doing so. My YouTube channel has a very small following, as I think pretty much everybody's aware of. I don't really get that much subscriber interaction, but when I do, I pay attention. And on iFunny, which is like my other main form of social media, I have like 3,000 followers or something on there. And I still manage to keep up with hundreds of them. Like they follow me, but I also follow them. And I like to pay attention to what's going on in people's lives. And one of the recurring issues that I've seen are like majority of my audience are about 1 or 2 years younger than myself. So they're like still in high school and they're like just making the transition from high school to the real world. And a lot of them are really unsure of really what to do or like what is the answer. And a lot of them are getting stressed and like depression is tossed around a lot. And some of it is ironic, but some of it's also legitimate. Like there is some truth behind the joke. And I would just kind of like to say that like none of it matters really. I went to college. I started college this last semester, and I loved college. I loved going there. I loved the campus. I loved the people. I loved seeing my friends every day. I loved like even just the drive to campus. It was just really relaxing. I could listen to music and like from where I live to my campus, there were like a bunch of fields and stuff like cornfields, like soybeans, bullshit, whatever. So I'd just drive through there and I'd look at the scenery, and because it was so early in the morning, I could watch the sunrise, and it was really nice, you know? Like, I really enjoyed the college experience I had, but one of the biggest problems that kept coming up, and I tried to, like, ignore it as much as I could, was, like, every time I would pull into the parking lot, and I would turn off my car, and I would go out to step outside, I would get, like, this tension in my chest, and I would feel like I couldn't breathe sometimes, and I kind of like tried to ignore it because I saw college as something that I needed to do. My entire life, I've been told that like you need to go to college, you need to have this amazing career and all this other bullshit. But this like this not being able to breathe feeling, I kept getting it more and more often. And like even in class sometimes like it started out just being in my car when I was about to like go inside and start classes, but like in the middle of class I would start getting this like just couldn't breathe feeling. And then I realized that I have really bad anxiety and I was having panic attacks for going to college. My entire life I believe that like depression and anxiety and bullshit like that is just that. It's bullshit. And I feel like any issue that you have, you can work through by yourself. But this was something that kind of got in the way of everything, and it kind of made me feel like I couldn't move forward. So I decided to stop. I dropped out of college, and I kept that to myself for months. Because again, our entire lives, we've been told that you need to go to college and you need to have this amazing career, and if you don't, you're a failure. And this idea of failing, I don't know. I couldn't accept that. I couldn't accept myself as a failure. And I couldn't accept myself as weak and not being able to go to college and not being able to get this amazing career. And I started thinking on it. And I've been working at a retirement home for like it's almost been a year now. It's been like 10 months or something like that. And I basically am a food server to the elderly. I help out a lot of the residents too, like if they need me to like fetch their walker or like I make small talk with them, just small things like that. It's not really like a super difficult job and it does have its downsides, but I legitimately love my job. I love helping people. And that's kind of when I realized what my passions were. Like I'm gonna back up. we've been told that like we need to find our passion and we need to find something we can make a lot of money off of. What if my passion is making other people happy? Like, what if my passion is helping out and making a difference? I can't necessarily make money off of that, not in a traditional sense. So, YouTube, when I started YouTube, I was like 15 years old or something like that. I was still in like sophomore year or like at the end of my sophomore year. And I didn't really have any perspective on anything. I just did YouTube because it was fun. And I still do YouTube because it was fun. Or because it is fun. Like I don't care if I have this huge audience. I don't care if there are people watching my videos. I make them for myself and for my friends. And my friends watch my videos and tell me that they're fucking great. And that makes me feel good. Getting that immediate feedback from my friends. I don't really care about everything else or being famous or whatever. I do it because I love it. And I was thinking, I'm like, YouTube is one of the things I like doing, but I'm not good at it at all. I do not have the personality to make YouTube content, and I don't have the motivation, rather, to make this anything more than a hobby. So I'm just gonna keep it there, and that's not my focus. I'm never gonna make YouTube a career. So what do I make a career? Well, working at a retirement home for minimum wage is not a career. And I just kept thinking, and I'm moving like everything everything is a roadblock. It's like I didn't do college, but I still need to find a career. I still can't be a complete failure. And then I realized, what if I don't need a career? What if I can just work a job that pays well and live? Like I don't need to have the most expensive everything. I don't need to have the newest bullshit. So I can just live a simple life and I can just work a job and be content. So why is that seen as failure? You know? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with not going to college, and it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's defeat. It's not a failure if things don't work out in college, and it's not, there's nothing wrong if you don't find a career or if you don't find anything that you're interested in. You can just work a job. You can just be a normal dude. Like if everybody's the boss, then who's really the boss? You know? We can't live in a society where everybody's the boss. We need to have some people who do like the work, you know? We need to have little guys still. And I'm content being that. I don't need to have passion. I have passion, but I can't make a career off of it. So I don't need to have a career is the big thing. And I think I'm getting repetitive and like rambly at this point. But my point is like, if you ever feel like you're alone and there's no hope and you're not going anywhere, you just need to take a step back and consider all of your options and know that there is always an option. I have friends now who are going into the Navy because they fucked up. They don't like college. They don't feel like they're going anywhere with it, so they're going to the Navy because they feel like they don't have another choice. You do have a choice. Everybody has a choice. And I've always left my contact information open. I'm gonna link my or I'm gonna put on the screen right now my Twitter and my Kick and everything. And I just want you to know that like to you watching this, I'm a great listener. If you ever want to talk about anything, I'm here 100% for you because I couldn't do this channel and it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it is without you. So thank you.